I don't know if it's a lot of work. I don't really think it's a lot of work. But I'm going to tell you what, the potato salad in the grocery store is extremely, extremely expensive. So hopefully you'll try this recipe. Hi, welcome to Christy Sunrise. Today I'm going to share with you my recipe for potato salad. I don't have the portions written down. You're just going to have to follow along. I've tried to write them down and share them with somebody. It didn't work out. So you're just going to have to follow along. And the amount that you can make with what I'm doing today is a half sheet. So you're going to need 5 pounds of potatoes. You're going to get a big jar of Miracle Whip. You're going to need some mustard. You're going to need some dill relish. You're going to need some onion powder, not unless you want to use real onions, and that's cool too. And then some salt and pepper. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to rinse all of the potatoes off really, really good. You know, rinse them in underwater. I'm going to boil them. I'm going to boil 6 eggs. You can get away with 5 in this, with 5 pounds, but I've thrown in an extra. I don't know why. I'm going to hard boil 6 eggs. So that's what we're going to start with. And then I will be back to show you how I mix everything up. Okay, I have my eggs. I'm going to bring them to boil. Once they start boiling them, I boil them for about 13 minutes. If you look up how to hard boil eggs, it says 10 minutes. But I usually do a little longer. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I have my 5 pounds of potatoes. They are rinsed, really good, running under the faucet, rubbing them with my hands to clean them. I'm going to bring this to boil. I'm going to put the lid on it halfway. I'm going to boil them until they are tender. I don't know how long that takes. So I'll kind of time it, and then I'll tell you when I check them. So, and the eggs, as they're coming to boil and as they're boiling them, I usually will stir them around. Again, the eggs, once they come to a boil, you're going to boil them for 12 or 13 minutes. The potatoes are going to take longer. I'm going to cover them. I cover them a little, not all the way, and then check them to make sure they're tender. A fork has to be able to go through them easily for them to be a potato that I'm happy with in my potato salad. So I will be checking back with you to let you know the progress. Okay, the eggs have been boiling for about 13 minutes. Remember, it's after they come to boil that you start the timer. I'm going to take them over to the sink. I'm going to rinse them in cool water, let the cold water run on them for a while. I'm going to, as soon as the water's all cold, then I'm going to let them sit in cold water for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to put them in the refrigerator for later when I mix up the potato salad. Another thing I wanted to mention as I am boiling the water for the potatoes, I've been in here with my little spoon, and I'm moving the potatoes around. You need to move the potatoes around. These have been boiling, well, they've been on the stove for about 30 minutes. They have a long way to go. So, but it's best to, I got the whole 5 pounds of potatoes in here. You can mix it up in 2 pots, which I do that a lot of the times, but today these were kind of skinny, so I decided to cook them all together. But it is important to keep moving them around as you're cooking. So I'll be back to show you those. I'm going to go take care of the eggs right now, and I'll be back to show you the potatoes when they're done. Okay, The potatoes have been boiling for about, or cooking altogether from start to now, for about 55 minutes. So, to test them, a fork needs to be able to go through them very, very easily, for me. So I'm going to take these out, and I'm going to cool them on this cookie sheet, probably for about an hour. You don't need to see me do all this, but you can check several. Yeah, they're done. So I'm going to take them out of this water, put them on a cookie sheet, let them cool on the cookie sheet for about an hour. I'm going to put them in this basket. I'm going to put the basket in the refrigerator, and I'm going to refrigerate it overnight, but they need to be cold or cooled, really, really cool. So for me, I usually will boil the potatoes and the eggs the day before, and then I'll assemble the potato salad the next day. So that's what I'm going to do. And I will see you tomorrow when I assemble the potato salad. Thank you. Okay, and I have taken the shell off of them, rinsed them real well. Make sure there's no eggshells. That's horrible to bite into. Again, this is 5 pounds of potatoes. This is 6 hard-boiled eggs. You're going to need, this is really and truly is probably the secret ingredients. You're going to need Miracle Whip, dill relish, mustard, salt, pepper, onion powder, and then I sprinkle paprika on the top. So let's get started. Show you what I do. Again, I apologize. I have no measurements for this recipe. You're just going to do it to satisfy your taste. Okay. The first thing I do is peel the potato. And I just take a knife and I do this. You do it however you want. I'm not going to show all this, so I'll be back. How I do it is I do like a layer of potatoes. I just cut them up in my hand. Don't do this. I don't recommend this because I don't want you to cut yourself. But you do what works best for you. I've done this for many years. I know my knife, so I'll just do a couple of potatoes. I rinse my hands, wash my hands a lot in between all of this, and the reason is because the way I mix it up, but you don't have to do it like that. Okay, there's some potatoes. Now I'm going to do a couple of eggs. I just do this so it'll mix up a little better. And like I said, you do what works best for you. Okay. And I'm going to rinse my hand. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Whoops. Gotta make sure I do it on the right end. A little bit of pepper. And now I use onion powder because, make sure the lid's on. My husband doesn't like raw onions. So, and if you like raw onions, please, by all means, use raw onions. Jar of relish. So let me tilt it up so you can see what I do. I stick it in here. And I push on it to drain it. My hands are clean, I promise. So that's, I don't know how much that is. Let's see. Less than 1/4 of a cup if you want to measure it. But like I said, I don't measure. I'm not going to try to do that for you, and I'm sorry. And then I just kind of mix it up a little. Okay. Do a few more potatoes. You get a little skin in there, it's okay. That's the best part of the potato anyway for you. So they say. Again, this is my method of mixing it up. You mix it up how you prefer, and really the key is the ingredients. I don't really know if it's the process. One more potato, and I'll do 2 more eggs. Again, I know my knife. I used this knife growing up. So it's very old and it's missing a little thing. Hopefully, maybe one day I'll get it fixed. Because I'm not giving up my knife. Hope to have it forever. My lifetime anyway. It's a scoop of pickles, and then I push my hand on there to drain it. And my hands are clean again. And just wiggle that around. Rest of the potatoes. Rest of the eggs. Again, I don't know if I've told you, but I used to make this for food booths. I've made the potato salad for weddings. I would make the full-size pans. I would do, the most I think I made at once was 50 pounds. So it was 5 full sheets. Remember, in this half a sheet, I used 5 pounds of potatoes. You'll see how it looks once we get it all incorporated and put in the pan. But a lot of 4-H dance fundraisers, a lot of FFA, dance fundraisers, FFA, food booths. Like I said, I've made this for weddings. People have asked me to make the potato salad for weddings, for 16th birthdays. So people do like the potato salad. Finish the eggs. Rinse my hands. Again, I apologize. I don't have measurements, but I don't, and it would be too hard to try because I've done it before. Okay. Mix it all up. I have a bigger spatula. Add a little more salt. A little more pepper. A little bit of onion powder. Not too much because remember you can't take it out. All right. I know I'll probably be using this whole jar, but let me still use a clean spatula. Don't put your spatula in here if you're not going to use it all, you know what I mean? You got to make sure you keep turning it to get everything underneath real good. Now, the mayonnaise, Miracle Whip does soak up. So if you make the potato salad, like if I mixed this up last night to eat today, I would have put extra. I'd make it extra wet. We're going to be eating this today. We're having a barbecue. A few people over. Now, some people don't like mustard. We don't like a lot of mustard. So I just scored about this much mustard. That's it. Can't tell you how much it is. But that's about all the mustard that we do. Okay. Again, you need to make sure that you get it underneath because, the potatoes hide. This is a 30-ounce jar. For sure I'm using all of it. Don't know if I'll need to add to it or not, but I have another jar in case I do. Because like I said, can't help you with the measurements on this, guys. Okay, I'm going to get a spoon and taste it. Might be okay. To me, it's perfect. Nope. I'm going to add a little more Miracle Whip. Yeah, I'm going to use the one that's only been in Miracle Whip. I am going to add more Miracle Whip. So for us, it's more than a jar. Now, that one jar might have been enough for you, but not for me. The way I make it. The salt, pepper, and onion powder were good for me. Okay. Better. Next thing I do is pour it in the pan. Level it out. I sprinkle with paprika. This paprika comes out pretty fast. It's got a really big hole. So I'm not doing a very good job. But anyway, so there you have it. Homemade potato salad. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe, share the recipe. I hope you try it. I don't know if it's a lot of work. I don't really think it's a lot of work. But I'm going to tell you what, the potato salad in the grocery store is extremely, extremely expensive. So hopefully you'll try this recipe. If you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe. Have a great day.